up today, guys? We're at Taps Brew House, setting up for some stuff. We're gonna sample some beers, trying to get Lux, its own branded beer, as well as Aero. So let's see. What's up, guys? So just here at Taps, actually, we set up some really nice beer. I want to grab a drink for Aero too. I'm gonna come check this out and say he did that shit. I'll show you. He just dropped some. So like I was saying, guys, this is Eric.
I'm Eric. This is Taps Brew House. Dalton and I are trying some beers today. Those who don't know Taps, we're a brewery that's been in Niagara for about 13 years now. We do a lot of live events, our outdoor stage, markets, we do all kinds of stuff here. Genre of beer, so you're better off working with dark beers and hoppy beers. IPAs are huge. That's the big thing. Everyone's making multiple big alcohol IPAs and stuff, right? So
the only craft we have on hand right now, we actually carry the Niagara College beers.
Yep.
We're a block away from the college.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we're trying to, when other students are back, we're really trying to push that. Be like, hey, come grab this. And we have their wines too, actually.
Yep.
But after the last experience of dealing with them, I'm not going to be grabbing that anymore.
So way back when they first opened, we were brewing most of their beer for them.
Really?
Because we were one of the only breweries around at that time.
They didn't have their
and
setup
they couldn't keep up. Yeah, we were bottling. We were doing 650 ml like big bottles of beer for them at that time.
The cherry pilsner, is it?
No, way before any of that stuff. It was called
okay.
like their first draft. It was like their first. They had an ale and a lager, and we were brewing. Not all their beers, like they were still doing their stuff, but they didn't even have their brewing system up and running yet.
You're not even gonna try these with me?
Yes, I am.
I was
Sorry.
Like, I was just
bringing them
alone
over
right now, guys. He's like, me drink alone. Like, what? Cut it.
I'm gonna skip those ones.
Oh, okay. So these ones are the ones he gives to everybody at any time. But check this place out, guys. It's actually a very beautiful establishment. The patio is amazing. I'll make sure I got some footage for the patio too. Look at the dopers behind all that. There's this huge stage. There's an amazing vibe. Amazing vibe.
So that's our lager. So this is what you're looking for. So for as far as what we have, that's our lightest style of beer. It would not be a light beer.
No,
it wouldn't fall into the Coors Light realm. It would fall into maybe Budweiser, Canadian, that sort of area. Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably a little hoppier than any of those.
A little bit, but good.
All of our beers are right around 5% other than our IPAs. So bitter that you can barely drink it, which a lot of places are doing these days. But this would be what we call West Coast style IPAs.
I can smell it. Yeah.
Came out in California.
I can
so
tell.
It's got, if you compare it to say the lager, the one over here, it's got about 6 times more hops in it. It's a little higher alcohol, so 6.5%. That IPAs usually are bigger in alcohol too. You really want the history of what an IPA is and why it's like that. It's India Pale Ale. So when the British troops were shipping beer to India, it was going bad in the long trip. So they started dumping more hops and more alcohol in it because those are natural preservatives. So that's how that beer style evolved.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. That's crazy content right there. I'm glad I got that. Like I just started building it. That's crazy.
So you see IPAs everywhere, but nobody knows what that means. It's a hoppy beer, right?
The only beer I've tried that I can relate to is Hop City. I think that's got it. It kind of, in a good way, reminds you of it.
So this would be a little hoppier than the Hop City one. They've been doing theirs a long time too, as long as us. Hop City is actually Moosehead. They own
Really?
the brewery.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a parent company or whatever. So we used to have some of their products in here too, but they're not a craft beer. They're flying under that.
Yeah.
Going for that side of things, but they are Moosehead. They don't brew at a Moosehead's facility.
They're trying to be sneaky.
Oh no, I like to try different stuff, but just, a cool day I like a dark beer. So next is a red ale, which is actually a lot of people find this is the color throws you off a little bit. It's lighter than you think. It's got some caramely sort of notes in there.
Taste is not what I expected. It's good.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I get what you're saying.
But a little bit of caramel in there. It's not a hoppy beer at all. And then you're going to move on to the IPA next, which is the big hoppy beer.
Big hoppy beer. Okay. It's subtle, but it's nice. It's very subtle and very nice.
It's actually a pretty light in terms of body style beer. I mean, we call it a medium body beer, but it's pretty light for the color of it, and then you get that kind of caramel, but not a hoppy aftertaste.
There's just it's not a bad. There's like this taste at the end. Like it makes you like you feel it on your palate, like your whole tongue right now. Yeah. I'm trying to describe this for them. That's the first time drinking.
It's a good one with food. Because, when you feel bitter beers will do that sometimes too. But
that's what I was looking for. I don't know why I couldn't think. It was a little bit more bitter, but it's a nice bitter.
Yeah.
What would you say you pair this with for food?
Well, we use it in our batter for our fish and chips.
Oh, of course, fish batter, for sure.
Yeah, but we got pastas. I don't know, something got a fair bit of flavor, like nothing too mild. I would say a lager for that. But
I would actually honestly enjoy this with like a good seasoned steak, like a good seasoned steak. You know what I mean? Like you get a little bit of spices and stuff, and then like you get the really this flavor. You know how you eat like a nice seasoned steak and the flavor sticks.
Yep.
Mixed with that.
And with some big flavored food, you're actually gonna get. It's gonna seem even milder, right? It's gonna cleanse the palate a bit. It's kind of two ways that you're pairing food. You can either go big with big flavors, or you go mild as more of a cleanse in between, right? Here, it's actually not. It's pretty light. It's got some coffee and chocolate in there.
What? Okay.
I mean, there's neither added, but you'll get
flavors.
tastes of coffee and chocolate. It's the malts that we use. Basically, they take the same barley malt that we made most of the beer out of, and you char it, which gives you that kind of coffee and a bit of a caramel turn in the chocolate a bit when you burn it. Flavor-wise.
Definitely, I could taste that right away.
So it's not as heavy as it looks like it's going to be. Like it's kind of a lighter style body,